Hi, this is Jeffrey from iPhone65, and I'm pleased to welcome you to this new video series dedicated to music hardware and software testing called Blisco Test Labs, in collaboration with Record Data and Audio Minutes. Today, we'll have a good look at the Sapphire Pro 24 and Pro 24 DSP Firewire audio interface, which is Focusrite's latest 16-in, 8-out, high-quality 24-bit 96Hz Firewire audio interface. These great audio interfaces are unbeatable when it comes to price and quality, and their size and features make them a great choice for both studio and on-the-road productions. We will be looking at the DSP version of the card, but I will be explaining the differences on the way. So let's go have a look at the content of the box. Besides the audio unit, you'll find a 6-pin Firewire audio cable, a universal DC power supply unit, a CD that contains the driver and the Sapphire mix control software for Mac and Windows, along with the Focusrite VST and AU plugin suite for Mac and Windows, which are a compressor, an EQ, gate, and reverb. We have the registration card, the Excite bundle that includes Ableton Live LE version 7, the AU and VST base station synthesizer plugin with a serial number card and over a gigabyte of loop masters and Mike the Drummer royalty-free samples, a Focusrite product brochure and the Novation product brochure. Now let's have a close look at the hardware features. Going from left to right on the front panel of the Focusrite Sapphire Pro 24, the first thing we run into is the two XLR input sockets with high-quality, award-winning Focusrite preamps that allow mic, line, and instrument recording. The two-channel gain controls, and right under that are the channel instrument LEDs and the 48-volt phantom power button. The input LED meters, and below that are the power LED, the Firewire LED that indicates if the Firewire communication is established, and the lock LED that is on when the unit is digitally locked internally or externally. Following is the monitor control knob, and for the DSP version, the dim mute button. And at the right end, we find the headphone inputs and level knobs. 2 for the Pro 24 DSP version and 1 for the Pro 24. Let's take a look at the back side. On the left side of the back, there's the RCA SPDIF in-out, followed by the power switch and the power plug-in socket. We then have the MIDI in and out sockets, followed by the Firewire socket. Right after that, we can see that the unit is equipped with an ADA digital input and the 6 TRS jack outputs, followed by the TRS jack input 3 and 4. Let's take a look at the software highlights. The first thing we do after we pull the content out of the box is to install the software before connecting the unit to the computer so that the operating system recognizes the unit when we hook it up. My personal advice is to download the updated drivers from the Focusrite website so that you're sure to be updated. After installing the drivers and plugins, it's time to connect the Pro 24 to the computer using the Firewire cable and the outputs 1 and 2 to your loudspeakers. Let's have a look at the Sapphire Mix Control software. Along with the drivers, the CD installs the Sapphire Mix Control, a very powerful control tool that allows you to route, mix, and change the various Pro 24 hardware and software options. On the top side, you can see that we have the virtual sliders and the tabs for the different mix setups. On the bottom left, we find the routing section and the map selections for input 1 and 2. The Sapphire's extremely flexible zero latency routing feature is a must for all kinds of studios. For example, I set up a special mix for my vocal recording needs, where the vocal level is quite higher than the music level, so that I can clearly hear my voice during the session. I added a bit of reverb and routed this mix to the headphone output too. After testing the setup, I saved it so that I could recall it easily later on, whenever I needed it. It's easy to understand that this is a great feature for studios like the ones in Bliss that are used by lots of people on a daily basis. The Pro 24 DSP includes a special feature called VRM, Virtual Reference Monitoring, an emulation of different speakers and rooms to test your mix on. Physically, this would cost a fortune, but with the VRM technology, you get this included in the unit at no cost at all. So, for instance, you would like to know what your mix sounds like on a little radio system? All you have to do is choose that setting from the VRM interface in the Sapphire Mix Control. This is an extremely useful feature, especially when producing on the road.
Focusrite is a guarantee in quality and the choice of many pros. With the Sapphire Pro 24 and Pro 24 DSP, you get all this quality and the award-winning Focusrite technology at an unbelievable price. This is Jeffrey from Blisco Test Labs, over and out.